20,000 followers and you look like this? How you know all the niggas that's rich? How you know all the places to go and win? I ain't hating, I'm just wondering how you know where I'm going before I get there. And pop up out of thin air. How you know every bitch that I've been with and ain't act the same since? And you been on the same shit. How you know I don't take you serious?
What's going on, guys? Big Chief here. I'm with your co-host, truly DJ Birdwater.
DJ Birdwater in the building.
Welcome back to another episode of To Be Blunt.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man?
Shit, chilling, bro. Yo, they almost tried to steal my fucking... They almost tried...
Now we can't make money off this video. Keep going.
We're going to have to start it over.
Nope.
Damn it. But they tried to steal my Instagram, bro. Someone wanted to be Birdwater. I don't know why.
The DJ Birdwater?
Yeah,
they want to be DJ Birdwater, so they wanted to be you.
DJ Birdwater, bro. And it was weird.
What kind of human wants to be you?
I don't know, man. But so like yesterday, I'm chilling at the crib, and then I get a notification that I was signed out of my main account. Damn. And I was like, that's weird as fuck. So like I go on my Instagram, and I can only access my business one. So like I'm not like too familiar with how you know if you got hacked or anything like that. But I reached out to Dougie.
Hold on. Before I interrupt you or anything.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a blunt cheers. If you're watching this podcast, you're probably a big blunter, a big chiefer, you know, all that. So cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Enjoy the episode. So your shit got hacked. You
so
saw
yeah,
it on the
I'm
account
like
main
tripping
page.
out, bro, because one, I have so many different passwords, so I forgot. So I was like, all right, bet. Let me reach out to Instagram. I did like the help support thing. But when I was putting in my name, it wasn't being found. And I was like, what the heck? And I realized that whoever hacked in my account, they added an extra R to the end of my DJ Birdwater.
Okay.
So that's why it wasn't popping up. And I didn't recognize it at first.
But they locked the DJ Birdwater before the they locked the
Something like, I don't know what that means. So like I messaged Instagram. I messaged them twice because at first I was dumb, like thinking it's like I can't figure out my password. But then I was like, no, I got to let them know they got hacked because they deleted all my photos. So you have to like basically go to like the help support system when you're trying to log in. And then it'll ask for your username or your email. And then it does like a face scan. So I had to do a face scan, which was perfect because like you could see those dumb idiots didn't delete my profile photo, which was good because
they deleted all your pictures except for your
all my photos. And what was weird, bro, is
you hackers out there are real smart.
Yeah, you guys are weird as fuck. They've unfollowed a lot of people, bro. But then you want to know who they followed? A bunch of females, at least like 80 to 100 females, and they're all mutual friends, bro.
Okay, so that seems so awkward.
And they had mutual friends of people that we follow.
Oh, so someone you know hacked you?
Yeah.
Dang.
You guys are grimy as fuck for that. And I know one of you hoes are watching.
How'd you get it back? So they just sent it back to you? They give you the account?
So they emailed me and they said it'd take 3 to 5 business days. I was like, dang, like, all right, bet. So later on the night, I got an email saying that thanks for reaching out to us. Here's your confirmation code to log back into your account. And I did it, and we're in there. Shout out to IG.
Did a DJ Birdwater is back. Hey, follow my boy's Instagram at DJ Birdwater.
Yeah.
Very entertaining stories.
None of you guys can be me. None of you guys.
Hey, 101. It got to be your own self. You feel me?
Facts, bro, man.
Hey, what if a female trying to be DJ Birdwater? And then she goes famous and bigger than Drake. And then you're like, that was supposed to be me.
I would sue them. How?
You didn't copyright it, did you? Copyright it now before the episode comes out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do something. Dang, I didn't even think about that, bro. But, hey, Instagram is crazy. What about those things you sent me, bro, on Shade Room? People are getting beat up over chips?
Oh,
no,
people aren't getting beat over chips. So there's a situation that happened, I believe it was yesterday. The video just came out today. I probably seen it like an hour ago. So the story says, I'm just reading what the internet is saying, you know. So the story says the lady went inside to go buy some chips. Her EBT card didn't scan. So then she went back to her car and her man came out and he started pressing the dude at the counter. It was like an old dude, you feel me? And he pushed him against he went to the back of the counter. He's in the back of the counter at this point. He pushed him in the back into the wall where everything's out, the merchandise. Yeah. And he started tussling with him. The dude pulled out a knife and started.
Damn.
They're charging him for murder.
That's crazy.
So pretty much the mayor of New York, it happened in Manhattan, New York, by the way. Yeah. The mayor of New York was like, it's self-defense. Everyone's like self-defense, but they charged him for murder.
If you were standing in the store and you're a customer, what would you do in that situation? Be honest.
What would I do?
Yeah.
So I would try to help the old guy, but the old guy helped himself.
Yeah.
Don't be putting hands on people. You know what I mean?
No. The boyfriend stabbed him, right?
The boyfriend got stabbed for trying to.
Oh, from the guy.
Yes.
Oh, okay. They probably charged him for murder because he stabbed him more than once.
Whatever he was doing, I saw the video right when he was stabbed. He stopped the video.
Damn.
So I was like, it was self-defense at that point in the video.
Yeah.
What I saw, it was self-defense, but everyone's claiming that right now.
That's
he's
crazy.
just at his bodega.
Yeah.
And the dude's trying to go rob him.
All right. So if you were in
And he had a Mary shirt on.
If you were
Hold
in
on,
the
time
store,
out. He had a Mary shirt on.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a designer shirt.
Oh, I
You
know.
couldn't even pay $1 for a fucking chips.
It's probably fake. Anyways, what would you have done?
It had to be in the moment, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Put yourself in that moment.
It had to be in a situation for me to react, though. Like, you know what I mean? So if I'm standing in this corner and I see this going on, this old dude getting beat up, wailed on, right? I got to make sure, first of all, my protection is good too, but the old man's good too because I'm liable for that. You feel me?
Right.
For personally, I feel bad if the old man did get beat up. You feel me?
Yeah.
But, like, who would have expected the old man to pull out a dagger and stab the dude in his throat?
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, at that point, bro, you gotta look at the age difference, bro. Like,
If both of them smoke, if the dude smoked weed and went in there, he would probably not be as angry.
me, if it was me, bro, I'd weigh out the situation real quick.
What would you done?
One, I would have probably called the cops real quick. Like, just put that.
But
in
this
my
happened
phone.
in seconds.
No, that's what I'm saying. At least call the cops and be like, "Yo, I'm here at this bodega, da 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 da," and then put the phone in my pocket.
Snitch.
And then,
Just kidding.
nah, bro, because at the end of the day, like, I'm smart.
You gotta
like,
make sure the old dude's good and you don't die.
But hold on, like, imagine if I'm calling, right? I'm calling the cops. They have it recorded, right? And then I happen to beat the shit out of the guy, and then he's trying to kill me. I ended up killing him. That's self-defense because I called the cops and I let them know the situation, and it's all recorded. And I'm putting the phone in my pocket, and there's other witnesses and a camera because they had obviously
They
footage.
had everything.
Yeah, bro, self-defense. I'm trying
You
to
don't
help
think the
this
old
guy.
man has self-defense himself right now?
But the thing is, he stabbed him more than once.
How do you know?
Cause you said it.
No, I didn't say more than once. I just say he stabbed him.
I think he stabbed him more than once. No.
But he was trying to protect himself.
That's fine. But like,
Well, let's see how this turns out. We'll come back to the
there's-
story.
Yeah, but there's just what you guys don't understand is like there's certain limitations to the lawyer, and then we'll print out or point out, and that's what I'm saying. If he stabbed him more than once, I can see why they're trying to.
He was just trying to feed his family, and he tried to
but
attack him.
That's my point, bro. Like,
What would he
we're
done?
talking about the law.
What if he killed him?
I'm telling you the law. I'm telling you the
no,
law.
I'm talking about real life. What if he killed him? What if he killed the old man before? What if he killed the old man before the old man got a chance to kill him?
I understand that, but look, the lawyer and them are gonna, or the prosecutor's gonna be like, he stabbed him once. Why do you have to keep stabbing him more than once?
That's wild.
If the guy died, that's horrible.
Don't put yourself in that
I'm
situation.
not saying. I'm saying that
Just
guy
don't put
got
yourself
what,
in that situation.
Yeah, but that guy got what he asked for.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't don't
God knows.
over some chips. And then I just showed you a video right now. There's these three females
Wilding.
Yeah, over a restaurant, and the title is these three girls trashed the restaurant over $1.75 sampler charge of sauce. Or
Before
something.
you go on with the story,
What?
someone told me is because everything going crazy is going on because Mercury's in retrograde. What does that mean?
I don't know, but let me tell you a story and then let's talk about that. So, because this is ridiculous. These three girls are trashing, throwing shit at the employees, fucking up the entire store over $1.75. To them, I bet you it was probably like a disrespect on the way maybe the employee was talking to them. But
They
like,
look faded.
regardless of what it is, bro, like, how are you gonna go that far over $1 or some? Just like the same thing, guy. The
How are you
boyfriend
acting like
came
that in
out
public?
over a bag of chips.
How are you acting like that in public? First of all,
Reckless, bro. Reckless.
you have to know you have things to lose.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if y'all checked out the last podcast we shot with AD. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's one of the best ones we shot to this day. To the point where he talks about his upbringing and him being disciplined, talking about self-control and how he really blew up, and he'll show you how he did it. So y'all can do it as well too if you want to go that route.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, bro.
What do you think of that last podcast?
Dude, I think it was so dope. Got to experience. AD talked about stuff he told me he doesn't talk about on our podcast. He was like, I gave you that. He
Yeah.
told me it was going to come with the energy. And he did.
Yeah. I was just happy that he was very open and not trying to like shy away from certain things. And,
He answered everything.
yeah, and I appreciate for him showing up, bro. AD talked a little. We asked AD about his upbringing, but we should talk about our upbringing. So I want to ask you.
What's up?
You don't have to give everything detailed, but I want to know, like, the people don't know, like, where'd you grow up at when you were like 8 to 10? Where were you?
8 to 10, I was in Houston.
Houston, okay. And how long were you?
Do you want to know
Houston?
before 8 to 10 or no?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
So I actually was born in Karachi, Pakistan.
Okay.
It's like in South Asia, and weed comes from there. She didn't know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, weed comes from Pakistan, Afghanistan area, but it just grows in Pakistan.
Yeah.
But anyways, I came here when I was 3 years old. Came to Houston, and I lived there in an apartment with my family, and then eventually moved out to the outskirts suburbs of Houston, like in the country ranch area. For a couple of years, there was alligators in our backyard and shit. And we had horses and stuff.
Did you already know English when you were coming?
I was
over?
learning. So when I first came, like it wasn't like ESL, but I had after school classes.
Okay.
That they would teach me. Like they even taught me the coins and currency when I was like in kindergarten, bro. So they would really teach me like the edge of the quarter, the dime, all of it is different. So from that point, I was just learning at that point. I was like in kindergarten, bro. So I knew Pakistani, but when I came here, it didn't take me long to learn English at all. I don't even remember learning. I feel like I just knew it. So
how long do you think it took you to learn, like, be fully, like,
maybe
fluent?
a couple months.
Dang, that's good, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like I was meant to be there.
How long did it take your brother?
Same.
Dang.
We talked to each other in English.
You guys had good teachers.
We eventually
But you're around it, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We grew up in Texas, you feel me?
Yeah. So, how long did you... I know you went to high school in Texas, right?
Yeah, I did go to high school in Texas. So I was going to school in Houston. Then we actually, in middle school, in 7th grade. So 7th grade, like middle school was crazy. I moved 3 times.
Oh, shit.
So in 6th grade, I was in Houston, go to middle school. Then 7th grade, I was in still there in the middle of football season. We moved to Arkansas.
What? That's its own state, right?
Yeah, Arkansas. Yeah. So I was in a city called Bryant, Arkansas.
Okay.
Country.
Yeah, that sounds country as fuck.
But yeah, my parents started a business up there. They were doing in Texas. They thought it was just opportunities, right? So pretty much we were doing that up there, living in Arkansas. It was crazy. Like hunting, fishing, fucking people eating squirrels, all that.
What age was that?
7th grade.
7th grade.
Then when football season was over and basketball season was there, 7th grade I finished that off. And then in the summer I moved back to Texas. Because my parents were like, you want to stay here or you want to go back to Texas? I was like, I want to go back to Texas. I don't want to live in Arkansas.
I feel that.
So pretty much I moved back to Texas, moved to a place called Corpus Christi.
Okay.
So I went to 8th grade in high school there. I graduated there. Do you have any questions about that?
When did you meet the Bugs?
I met the Bugs when I was in college.
Okay.
So probably my sophomore year of college, I met the Bugs. And when, like probably the summer going to sophomore year. And they would always be around. It was Henry at first.
Okay. And then how Kels? I know
Kel. I went to high school with Kels.
Okay.
I actually fought Kels.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you went to high school
I love
with
Kels.
JJ, you knew through high school, right?
Yeah, JJ was a star football player in South Texas.
Jaylani, obviously you met him through Henry because they're brothers. How'd you meet Slim?
So pretty much that was their friend, and they were like all friends. They were living in an apartment together in San Diego. And one day I went down there and I brought them a whole bunch of kush, and they were like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
And we were smoking, and then we all became friends at first, you know. Then I started moving. I was like, we were working out here, and we started moving one by one out here. So we moved Henry, Jelani, then Dante.
Wait. All right, what age did you come to California?
Right after high school, right when I finished senior year, I played football.
Yeah.
So I got a football offer to go play in Victorville, California. So I played football at Victor Valley College.
Okay.
Then my coach moved. He was to another school. He transferred his job. He was like, "Do you want to come with me?" And so I moved to West LA College my sophomore year to play football.
Dope.
After that, so freshman year I did at Victor Valley. Sophomore year I did at West LA College. That was one of my favorite experiences, West LA. Yeah.
That's when you got to West LA. Around that time is when I had just met you guys. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is correct. You met me when I was in college.
Yeah.
That was around age 20. What was it, 21?
6 years or 5 years?
21? Yeah, something around there.
Dang, yeah. Time flies, bro. I used to go watch this guy play college football. Their team was trash.
My team was trash. It was a
Hey, he was laying hat though. He was. Really,
I was hitting
he
people.
really
I was
hitting
doing my
people.
thing. But my team
He's like a
was
brick.
undisciplined.
Yeah.
They were like pretty much like it was all like where they came from, like the high schools. They didn't listen. You feel me? But
Personally,
I
bro-
fucked with them so heavy, bro. They're so dope. We'd be fighting in the locker room, putting gloves on.
Personally, bro, you guys, and no disrespect, you guys don't have a lot of talent, bro. And I'm only saying this because like I understand football and I went to a lot of
I'm
college
athletic
games.
as fuck though.
I'm saying you guys didn't have talent. That's why you guys were getting smacked up.
I wasn't
like,
getting
I
smacked.
came to
Oh,
this
my
game to
team,
watch them
my
get
team,
smacked.
yeah, my team didn't have talent for sure. There's few talented people, but your whole team has to be talented.
No, yeah, but okay. So, how long you been living in LA then?
I lived in
LA.
LA. Once I moved to West LA, I lived in the dorms at UCLA. So I used to work and had to pay the rent, right? But all this time I was moving, going places, I meet so many people, you know? I moved around so much. And meeting so many different types of people, so many different cultures, bro. So it got me in tune with like every single type of person so I can talk to every single type of person, you know? So when I came to California, I was like, dang, I fit in here so much because of the melting pot. So all types of people I met my whole life in different areas in one place.
Yeah, very diverse over here.
So I started thriving here, started networking and meeting a lot of people here.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like smoking weed with me, so that expanded a lot.
So another question for you, because I don't want people to just think motherfuckers just came up and shit was handed to us. Hold on.
You said no details. I'm just
No, yeah, I'm
giving
not
the
gonna.
outline.
You don't have to give details, but at what point were you at at what age point were you at in life where you're like, dang, I gotta like, I'm trying to be a boss. I know I'm gonna be successful in doing this. Like, what age was that? Because I know that we all came from our own struggles, but we don't have to talk about
So one time, me and my parents were on a road trip. I feel like we're coming back from like San Antonio to like Houston at Katy, Texas at this point. So when we were coming back, I seen a Porsche. I was like, tell my dad, hey, you gonna buy me one when I turn 16? And when I was like a little kid, and my mom goes, no, you're gonna buy yourself one. He was like, you're gonna go get yourself one. You feel me? He was like, we're not gonna buy you anything. And he told me that. And I was sitting there, I was like, from that day, I was like, dang, I gotta get I started thinking, I was like, dang, how am I gonna get a job? How can I make money? How to this, that? So my mentality was always like that, you know what I mean? My dad was a really hard worker, and he would go travel around in his van in Texas and supply everyone with merchandise like hats, sunglasses, and stuff to the convenience stores and gas stations. So I would go with him and learn.
Dope.
But that moment, my mom told me, like, damn, you gotta buy your own car like that.
Yeah.
I was like, for
Gotta
sure.
get it on your own.
You gotta get it on my own. So then I started carrying myself a certain way about learning. I was like, damn, one day I gotta do it myself. And that was at a young age, like 10 years old.
Yeah.
So
That's dope. Okay.
you?
So
So like you, one thing I do know about you, you grew up in East LA. Were you born there?
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much. So, my family is all over East LA, Boyle Heights area, stuff like that. And around that time, because it was like the early '90s, it was still like a lot of gang shit, like on the streets, like, and then, like.
What part of East LA? What city?
Well, Boyle Heights.
Oh,
is
Boyle.
like
You said Boyle Heights,
Boyle
right?
Heights
I
right
didn't-
here, and then East.
So
East
you're
LA.
from Boyle Heights?
I'm from East LA in general.
Okay.
Because we're moving around a lot. Like a lot when I was little, just because there's a lot of shit going on.
Okay.
But there was a point where I was maybe first and second grade. We lived in Pico, Rivera with my uncle. He was still involved in like affiliated with some gang shit. So like it was just reckless over there. So we had to get out of there. And then we moved to Covina, lived with my grandma for a while, and I started going to Covina elementary. There. I was like third or fifth grade. So I was still young, bro. But
Like 8 years old.
yeah, so from there on, from Covina, from like 8 years old till now, I've always lived in Covina, bro.
Yeah.
But like,
You put me on a good food spots in Covina for sure.
yeah, Covina, I don't know. I've always
You were
loved
playing football
Covina.
when you were a kid, though?
Yeah, I used to play a lot of sports, bro. My dad put us in sports because he didn't want us, because we were bad kids, bro. Like, we're coming from that type of upbringing where like you're around a bunch of bad kids, and then my dad wanted to get us out of that type of environment, and then a bunch of other shit was going on. He just didn't want us to end up like that. So we moved to Covina. It was a lot calmer, bro. And it used to be funny, bro. Like I used to look at people like they're like trying to look like gangsters, and I'm like, bro, like
Where I come from,
yeah,
they
we're in
laugh at y'all.
Covina, bro. Like, you feel me? But so I was like, you don't need to be like that. But anyways, I was a bad little kid, bro, because like my dad worked a lot.
You're free.
Yeah, one parent. My dad worked a lot. No one really to watch us. So I was doing bad shit. And then like as I got to middle school, I didn't want to be bad anymore, bro, because I realized it was causing like people to look at me a certain way.
Yeah.
And I didn't want.
When did you realize that?
7th grade. Yeah.
What made you realize that? Actually, that's a better question. What made
I got in trouble, bro.
Well, tell the story.
So like, we didn't have a lot of money, bro, and you know, coming up, and like, I hated the fact that like I couldn't do things as your average kid, right?
Yeah.
So like, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie, there's a time where like I was low key taking money from some people. You know what I'm saying?
You're bullying them and taking
No.
money?
I was just stealing it from them, bro.
Oh, how would you steal it?
Pickpocket them.
Damn, you're thieving. How old were you?
I was like 7th grade, bro.
7th grade? Okay.
Yeah.
And what if you got caught? What happens? What happened when you did get in trouble? You did get caught.
So I didn't get caught by the people. I got caught by, because look, I was there. We went somewhere, and then people were like, "Oh, someone stole my money." It was more than one person. They had said something, and then like
You stole multiple.
yeah,
Grimy.
bro.
You're grimy.
No, hold on. Like, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, when you grow up in this lifestyle.
Watch your pockets around Joe.
No, that was way back then. When you grow up in this lifestyle, that's your environment. You feel me? And then obviously you don't.
I left my $20.
You don't have everything.
Hey, you got
And
my
then
20? I put it in my pocket.
Basically, hold on, bro. Like you, like it's funny, but it's not funny because.
Nah, but you had to do what you
At
had to
the end of
do.
the day, bro, like when you're really, I'm not gonna get into detail, but when you're really coming from an environment and your whole childhood, you're like, you don't got everything, you know. But I love my dad. He did everything he could, and he's a hardworking fucking man. That's why I'm a hardworking dude. But basically, bro, like you go through moments and you're like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta eat.
Your environment's the reason you are. So if you were in a different environment, you're getting everything you wanted, you'd probably.
Yeah. So anyways, I got caught. Principal called me. He's like, "Where'd you get this money?" I was like, "My dad gave it to me." And he's like, "Your dad gave you all this money?" I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "We don't believe you." And I was like, "You don't have to believe me, right?" But they're like, they couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So they just took it back. They didn't suspend me or anything. But they had a talk. They're like, "You don't want to do this the rest of your life. You don't want to be like seen as this type of person." And I was like, "You're right." So after that, like I left and I was like, I'm never gonna steal again.
You still knew those kids that you stole from in high school?
Yeah.
You see them?
They
You
never
talked to
knew.
them? You talked to them before? Again?
In high
after?
school, yeah.
Okay. Did
But
they say
like,
anything after?
they never knew. You feel
Like,
me?
you gotta stay away from Joe.
You didn't know it was
Grimy
me.
motherfucker.
But anyways, no, bro. Yeah, from there on, I was like, I need to be a better person, and that's when I was like, I'm gonna try to be a cop. And that's why I got into like the dare shit. I was trying to I was following them. I was figuring out what I had to do to you know. And in high school, I didn't even do anything bad. I was fucking good, bro. I didn't do any drugs. I did drink, but I didn't
Sports
do any
kept
drugs.
me in contact, so I wouldn't do anything done.
Sports kept me out of the gang shit. Sports kept me out of the streets, and it taught me a lot of discipline. My dad was very disciplined, but like it's different when you're like just out and about roaming, right? But like, yeah, bro. So like, I lived in Covina, but like, yeah, and then yeah, I've been living in Covina this whole time. Honestly, I wanted to be a cop.
Would you ever leave Covina?
Yeah.
Would you live in LA?
No,
Okay. Where would you live?
like Pasadena or like Glendale.
LA's too much for you?
Too much, bro. Because
love
I'm always in LA. So like, bro, I was going to college. I was trying to be a cop. I realized college wasn't for me, bro.
What are you going to college for?
I was trying to be a cop.
Oh, college for being a cop?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cop college?
No. You gotta go. You don't have to go to college.
You have to go to like a
but,
community college and complete 2 years, right?
You can either get associates or bachelors. It doesn't really matter because cops will tell you don't really need a degree. It just depends if you want to rank up or not. So that'll help you. So I was going to school to be a cop, and I was at school, bro, and I hated it. Like, I was like, what am I doing here? It was a waste of my time.
I actually like going to school.
I tried, bro. I tried.
You
I like
don't-
sociology classes.
It feels like you weren't learning what you wanted to learn, right?
No,
or because
like,
you would have listened and you would have been more in tune with it.
No. I was listening, but I'm sure you would agree that there's certain things that you just don't believe, like, that this is worth your time.
Oh yeah, for sure. When I went to school, I'm gonna drop out too.
Yeah.
So
So like I was in school, like doing my homework, passing most of my classes with like A's and B's, But like other than that, bro, I just felt like it was a waste of time. I didn't want to go. I didn't care to learn of anything.
You know why I like going to school?
It wasn't for me.
You know why I like going to school?
Why?
Networking.
You can network, bro.
Out of school
everyone
too.
knows you can network everywhere.
I don't know why.
School is a great place depending on what school, but you could. I'll give you an example. I'd rather go out and to the events in Hollywood. I guarantee you can network more there.
But listen,
to bigger people that are already more successful.
Sure. Well, you know what I noticed though? It's all about experience too as well. So when I was there, bro, I was talking to people, and a lot of these people haven't went anywhere. They're like asking me where I was from. They're like, "Oh, that's crazy. I always wanted to go there." Like it was like Europe, you know what I mean? So I was like, "Hey, where you been?" They're like, "Dude, I haven't been out of this part of LA. I haven't been in areas like this part of LA, this part of LA." And I started realizing it was just like 50% to 60% of the people I was going to school at West LA College were just from West LA, you know what I mean? Yeah. For around the area and from LA in general, and haven't been anywhere, bro. So that was pretty shocking to me. Then when I was at Victor Valley College, everyone was from everywhere, different parts of everywhere trying to make it in football. There's a championship football team back to back to back. That's where I went. So pretty much like going to all those different places in school and seeing all those different type of things. I didn't go to school. I went to school to play sports. Yeah. So that was why I had to go to school. You know what I mean? So that's why it made me like school. Yeah. Math, I fucking hated math. I was good at math, but I feel like teachers ruined.
Bro, I cheated on every test.
You never tried?
Of course, but I told you this already. Like, if I'm not into it, I'm not gonna remember it, bro.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
I would study, bro, but I would study and I'd read the same page back to back, and I wasn't able to retain it.
When's the last time you read a book?
It's been a while, bro.
Would you ever try to read a book?
No.
If I give you a good book, would you read it?
No. I would try, but no, it's not gonna work.
Why are you so level?
Because I know how I retain stuff, and it doesn't work by reading.
So would you read would you hear an audio book?
I would. Yeah.
You like listening to podcasts. That's the best way to retain information for you.
Reading, I can't because I start to daydream. But basically, bro, I dropped out of college like at 22, 21. Yeah. And I started working for FedEx Express because it was a government job. And I was like, if I work for a government job, I have some school credits, whatever. I took whatever. I have a good, clean record.
You're Fed.
I had a lot of friend cops and parents cops that were going to write me letter of recommendations and shit like that. And I started working for FedEx, bro. And I'll tell you the craziest thing.
You stole boxes from FedEx?
What? No, what? People would steal from FedEx and they would get fired. I'm like, bro, you guys are stupid. You're stealing like a MacBook, but yet you make that in like a week or a few days or whatever.
I just had to ask.
But no, yeah, bro.
Stealing boxes, fire for
so
stealing
like
boxes.
Basically, bro, like when I was like 25, 26, before I started working at FedEx like 23, but I said I'm only gonna work here 3 to 4 years or whatever. When it's crazy coincidence because when I left FedEx, it was almost about 4 years. But the reason why I left FedEx and gave up on trying to be a cop is because
what'd you do at FedEx?
I was a driver, a delivery guy.
You had to like pick up boxes.
Yeah, it was one of the hardest jobs ever, and I'd done construction and all that.
It's hot as fuck sometimes because the doors are open and shit.
But anyway, so like that's when I was like, bro, and I want you guys to understand this. I was making decent money. I was making more than your average person makes right now. And I'm 24, 25 making this money. I'm talking about someone that works in 9 to 5. I think your average is just under 50,000 or around 50,000. I was making more than that. And I'm 24, 25 making this money. To your average person, that's good, decent money. But I was like...
You're the mailman.
I was delivery guy, bro. Bro, so like I was just like, this isn't enough money. Like, I want this car. I want to buy a better house. I want to own multiple houses. You start to understand numbers. You start to understand credit. You start to understand, like, business aspects of things. And you just put it together. And I was like, bro, I'm 25 right now. By the time I get to 40, I'll barely touch 100,000. I was like, I feel like if I quit this job, I can go find another way.
You risked it.
Yeah, to make that amount of money in such a short amount of time. But get myself a position to make way more money. Be a millionaire. Yeah. Bro, I thought I was crazy for thinking like that. But I was going through it so hard, bro.
What made you take that step? When was that step?
Because I started to watch a lot of podcasts like Gary Vee and this other guy.
You got inspired?
Yeah, I got so inspired,
How old are you?
bro. I was 25 and a half.
Okay. Well, did I know you at this time?
You met me when I was like 26, 27.
Okay. Oh, the universe brought.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lit.
So I quit my job. cashed out my 401k just so I could have that extra money on the side to make sure my bills are good. I started training clients. I started doing videos.
Yeah.
And then that's when...
Were you working out when you were at FedEx?
Yeah. I was training. I was competing. I was already competing.
You're competing and doing FedEx.
Yeah, I was doing bodybuilding competitions.
You're a swole-ass delivery homie.
Yeah, bro. I did some shit during work that like people would trip out about.
What'd you do? Talk about it. You can't get fired no more.
No, when I was not like that. Like when I was in between shows, bro. Like I'm working a 9 to 11 hour shift, and it's hot as fuck. There's no AC, but I still have to run. I still have to eat my meals. I would have to eat cold meals.
You parked the FedEx truck outside the gym?
No, I would. Yeah, I did that a few times, and then when I had to run, I would go to the park, which is right next to us.
You parked the FedEx truck at the
park, and I would run around the park, make sure I burn X amount of calories for a certain amount of time, because I was doing 2-a-day cardio sessions.
Shit, my delivery was late because of you.
No, I was always on time, bro. I never got written up or anything. But like the thing is, I was doing that and working a full-time job, trying to figure out what I was trying to do, right? So that's when I knew I was dedicated, because I was able to do all this shit. So I quit that shit. I quit FedEx, bro, and I started thinking like an entrepreneur, bro. Mm-hmm. And then I met them about 27 almost, and then we all were working for the same guy trying to build his business. And when we linked, we just clicked. I started doing some content for this guy.
I wanted to do a YouTube channel. Yeah. My brother connected me with Joe. Mm-hmm. And then me and Joe, I'm going to just share this clip because I really want to talk about this. Well, me and Joe started recording a lot after that, and we kept videos, and we're like, damn, we're gonna use this someday, you know what I mean? This is fire. And we had a lot of dope clips, some snowboard trips, a lot of trips, right? So one day we went on a trip, we went on we were like, let's drive. Feel me? So we had to put our snowboard. We should have just flew. So we drove there because Joe wanted his car there.
Yep.
And we could smoke blunts on the way. So we drove through Nevada, Las Vegas, then we went to Utah or Wyoming.
Wyoming.
We went to Wyoming. Do you remember the place we went snowboarding at?
Bryan Head.
We went to Bryan Head, Utah. That's Utah.
Oh, Utah.
So we went snowboarding in Bryan Head, Utah, and then we were coming back down. We were hungry, so we're like, let's stop in Vegas to eat. And I knew this really good, like...
Bro, I thought he was going to take us to a bougie spot. I thought we were going to go eat at a 5-star, maybe even a 4-star.
That's what we usually do.
And then now tell him where you took me. To the trenches.
I didn't take him to the trenches. I took him to one location of this place. I forgot the place. I don't know what it was called. Something, whatever.
Nothing but apartments around us. I'll say that.
So pretty much Joe parks in the back. He parks in the back of the parking lot. And we were smoking, you know what I mean? And I made a reservation to say like 30 minutes. So
it was an hour.
It was an hour. They hit us back up. We smoked a few blunts. So pretty much when we got out the car, I guess someone had to get something from the trunk. Oh, yeah. And when we went to the restaurant, we came back out. The window was broken. Joe was like, damn, someone broke my window. Then we started unfolding. We started opening our car. My snowboard was gone. My bag was gone. Joe's bag was gone. And I was like, Joe, did they get the footage?
Let me chime in here because I was the one that walked out.
And they took the footage.
So I was the one that walked out and noticed that my window was cracked. And I was so fucking pissed off. And I'll tell you why I was pissed off. Because I'm street smart. They should have never opened up the back of our car because people are obviously watching. And I'll tell you why I thought that. And so, cut back to after we're eating, it was fire, ate good, but it was in the trenches. I'm walking out, and my window's broken into. I look in the car, damn near, the first thing I look for is my backpack. Because my backpack had all my camera equipment, my laptop, everything. At least like $16,000 worth of stuff. So, basically, I started looking, I call Henry, and then they come out and like, bro, my car got broken into. I couldn't even talk. I was so mad. They go in and tell the people in there. The manager comes out, check the camera. I seen the video. Dude backed up, broke the back window to start taking everything. Certain snowboards, the backpacks. They took our friend's brand new MacBook as well, and all my shit, and then their bags. And then what pissed me off the most, bro, is the manager's like, yeah, this always happens. I wanted to fuck him up, bro.
You wanted to fight the manager after.
I swear.
They couldn't even prevent it. Like,
yeah,
like
bro,
is anybody going to go back there?
You know what I'm saying? And that dude, like...
We lost so much footage for years of footage because of
that was at least like 3 years of footage, bro. And I was pissed off because it's like something that I wanted to use as a documentary of everything we've done along the years of our come up. But yeah, that was a crazy day, bro. We had to drive home. No,
I was upset about that for how long? For like
for a minute.
For like for a year or two.
Yeah.
I don't get upset for a lot of things, but I was so drowned upon that we lost all that footage. So, but I'm not even mad about it anymore.
No, but look, we had to drive home with a broken window.
Oh yeah, we got to put
We put a blanket up.
It was cold.
It was
snowboarding
horrible.
season.
It was loud. I was felt bad for the people in the back. But yeah,
We're still smoking blunts.
I was happy we had my wallet on me and we had our wallet, so we bought weed, a lot of weed at Planet whatever.
We went to the dispensary, bought weed before we left.
Yeah, so we
rolled up
smoke
and
the
all the
whole
way back, and
it was
the
horrible.
killer hurt.
I was really. And then what's her name? One of the girls with us was like so nonchalant. She's like, "Well, at least I didn't lose anything." I was like, "Shut the fuck up." She was like trying to like lighten the mood, but at the same time, all of us,
every single person in the car lost something.
Every person.
We got replaced though. Everything got replaced, so it's not about the materialistic thing. It's like, damn, bro. It's just everything happens for a reason. Yeah. I'll probably never go to another.
Never. If you're ever in Vegas, don't go out of the strip.
Yeah, just go stay in the strip if you're going to be visiting, bro. Unless you're from there.
That was crazy. That still hurts me to this day, bro. I'm not going to lie.
But are you excited for snowboarding season?
Bro,
what was your favorite snowboarding trip what was your favorite snowboarding trip?
Snowboarding is what I think I'm going to say Brian Head because
Not Mammoth?
No. And I'll tell you why. Because when we went to Brian Head, there was a freaking snow blizzard.
Oh, yes. It was so dope.
It was crazy. I have footage of it. It was crazy. And I'm talking about a real blizzard. Like, you couldn't see anything. It was so cold, and I was layered up. There was, like, ice. What was it called? Ice
Sickles?
picks? Ice, whatever, on the cars. Everything was frozen in the car. I didn't even have snow chains.
It was really cold.
It was crazy. Like,
it was like -5 degrees.
It was negative.
-7 degrees at night. But when we went snowboarding in the morning, it was like 15. But it was a perfect snow. It was like powder. And we were going down the whole day. And everyone was with us, right?
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah. But this was where we were really learning how to snowboard, getting good.
And the Airbnb we had was this big-ass mansion. It fit like probably 20 people. It was, trust me.
The whole family was there.
Yeah, I was fucked up. I was fucked up the whole time. This guy fucking had to get, they got me sleeping looking crazy, huh? They always get me sleeping looking crazy.
Joe always getting too faded and sleeping crazy, so you had to get him.
There's probably like 4 videos of them hoes. Where's your favorite spot when we went somewhere?
Mammoth.
Why? Which one? The first time we went, or all the time?
All the times I went.
Okay.
Every single time I went, I liked it. It's because actually the last time I snowboarded the most, I snowboarded about 25, 30 miles. It's a lot.
It is.
So pretty much, no, it's not tiring. It's not too bad. I was chilling the whole time. I wasn't even sore. So there was different mountains. There's like 3 or 4 mountains connected. And we would get in the chairs and you would go mountain to mountain. And then if you got too far, you could take the bus back. Or you can take one mountain and it slides all the way across 3 mountains. And you could take another mountain on the chair up and slides across the other mountain back to where you're from. You know what I mean? So you're like cruising for like 25 minutes, 20 minutes going downhill. So it's like you're just vibing. And then you stop at places, smoke blunts in the crevice. Bro, I saw a moose. So we're just talking about mooses the whole time, and we saw grizzly prints, like huge grizzly prints, like size of like 2 of my feet combined. That was their paw.
Damn.
And then we were like, damn, it'd be crazy to see a moose.
Moose are huge, bro.
So we're going down the mountain. I hit a tree. I was trying to jump through the trees, and I hit a big jump, and I smashed into a tree. Damn. And I like got a big old cut on the side of my leg.
Oh, I remember.
Some old dude stopped on the side. He was like, "What the fuck?" Like he said that. He didn't say what the hell. He said, "What the fuck?" He was like, "You good?" I said, "I just need to smoke a blunt." Yeah. You can watch that on my vlog with Ian, snowboarding with Ian Dior. But then we seen some mooses, bro, were cruising down that to make me feel better. So there were like 2 of them just prancing along, and I'm like, dang, they're like 8 feet tall and shit.
Fuck that.
So like, what would you do if you were encountered with a moose?
I'm snowboarding away. Bro, I'll never do shrooms again snowboarding.
Why?
Because I'll be trying to take people out and shit like that. I like to get fucked up when I go snowboarding.
He took a couple of our friends out already and random strangers. Tell the last time you took somebody out. It was pretty bad.
I don't. Were we at the Sun Valley?
I don't remember where you were
at. It was at Sun Valley.
Destroyed somebody.
I destroyed 2 people that day, and I had to pretend like I was hurt too, just so like.
You're horrible.
And I played it off.
He was like, oh!
I would look over like, oh. Oh shit, you good?
It's your fault.
No, like, cause we like to shred down the mountain, bro, and we're fucked up. Like most of the time, everyone's on something, like alcohol, weed for sure, and then most likely
No
shrooms.
drugs though.
No, none of that. But like, I like to have a good time, so like, I took too many shrooms that day, drank a little too much, and like, I was trying to go shred down the mountain, and I like to chance it, like where I get stupid close to people. And that's where I fucked up because all these two people I hit that day were beginners. They didn't know what to do when I was coming. I couldn't do nothing but slide and take them out. One of them was a girl and one of them was a guy.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
Those kids that ride on the bike and get real close to the core and swerve back.
Oh,
you
shit.
seen that on
I
the
think
videos?
I've seen it before.
Damn.
But yeah, after that time, and also I took out the homies, like Slim and them, I was like...
You did. He was mad at you. He left.
I couldn't. No, he didn't leave.
He was
wasn't
mad.
that
He left, I think, that day.
No.
He was so heated.
He wasn't that mad. But anyways, I was like, I can't do shrooms when I snowboard anymore because I need to. Drinking and smoking is okay, but shrooms is like different like types of vibes. So
You're on
like,
everything though.
Well, not anymore. I'll just do this alcohol or weed.
Bro, I want to ask you something. So like, me, change the subject. Me, I love like ocean animals like orcas and sharks. I think they're like the main predators in the ocean. Like they're different, you know what I mean? They're like the king of the ocean, you know? What's your like favorite animal even outside the ocean? What do you think the best predator is?
The lion.
Why though? Is the male lion very lazy and only acts when he wants to?
He doesn't have to do nothing. He's a leader, bro. Everyone else does it for him.
I feel like the lion
he protects everyone, bro, and he's looking after everyone.
Would you be a lion or an orca?
He's setting the bar, bro.
Would you be a lion or orca?
I'd be a lion.
I've been orca, so I don't run out of food.
I don't really care for water. But like me, I just feel like I'd be a lion. Like,
okay, if I was a land animal, I'd probably be a tiger.
Tiger? Why a tiger?
I think they're like most fierce animal and they're respected. If you see a tiger in the jungle, you're like, I'm outie, fight that.
A lion's gonna fuck that tiger up.
A lion versus a tiger? The biggest lion versus the biggest tiger. Who do you think is gonna win?
A lion.
Why?
They call lions king of the jungle, bro.
No, that's tigers.
No, it's not.
Tiger's the king of the jungle.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Look
it
it
is.
up, Mike.
It's a lion.
Lion's the king of the fucking
Mike
savannah.
said a lion. You guys understand what I'm talking
you
about.
can say the king of the animal kingdom. The lion is top up there, but that's what they say. But I feel like it's a tiger.
A lion will fuck a tiger up. I'm pretty sure lions are bigger too.
Would you fight a jaguar?
I wouldn't fight none of those. I hope I have a gun in any of those encounters ever in life.
Hey, did you watch the MMA? We watched the MMA fights this past weekend, right?
Yeah.
Israel Adesanya fought Sugar Sean Alexander of, I can't even say his last name, V. Bro, we're sitting in the room and we're like, okay, we're watching the prelims, we're watching some fights. We're like, hey, would you fight this guy in this room for 15 seconds for $1 million, right? Everyone's answer was like, yeah, we'll take the hospital expenses real quick.
Fuck yeah, $1 million? I would.
Yeah. Who would you fight? I'd fight the dude, you know who I'd fight? Jake Paul. Just kidding. Nah, I'd fight
I'd fight Conor McGregor because he'd probably get me the most clout.
You know what I'd do?
What?
I'd fight Mike Tyson.
And I think I could stand 30 seconds with McGregor.
I fight Mike
30.
Tyson.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
If he knocks out, damn, he's fierce for getting into the ring with Mike Tyson. He's different.
See, I'm not.
Or they could be
trying to
like,
get
damn, this
knocked
guy's
out.
the dumbest person I ever met in my life.
Yeah. That'd be crazy though.
If I
I'd
fight
do
Mike-
it for. I'd do it for $1 million.
But the thing is, look, I have to walk up to the ring, and then I'm like, damn, I have to fight Mike Tyson, and he hits me right before, and I get to the ring, and he hits me in the jaw, and then I wake up with a concussion 3 weeks later in the hospital,
Yeah.
and with $1 million in my bank account.
Hey, I think it's worth it, bro. You're still living, right?
Would you
you're
turn
only
back
out for a couple weeks?
Would you do it?
Yeah, hell yeah. For $1 million.
What if they're like, what if you're like, wake up and you're 72 years old and your whole life passed away?
Well, I still got like 15 years left to enjoy that $1 million.
Shit, now with the fucking medical fucking thing you have, you can be forgetting anything you say every 15 seconds.
See, now you're just like taking it to another level. You asked me one question, now you're just talking reckless.
All right.
But I would definitely do it for $1 million, for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely fight Mike Tyson for $1 million.
Bro, what? $1 million and I just became famous for getting knocked out by Mike Tyson. That's a win.
There's no such thing as bad publicity. Hey, that's the guy that got knocked out by Dyke Tyson.
I want to do shrooms with Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
And smoke with him.
Mike Tyson's really dope. Hey, my friend does his weed brand.
I feel like one of these days we'll be on a podcast with Mike Tyson.
I would love
smoking
to
weed and doing shrooms with him. Watch, because we're all in a weed game, and our podcast is about to blow up. Watch, manifestation right there.
And I appreciate every single one of you followers, like, and people that are like really supporting us.
Our new subscribers.
Our new subscribers. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for joining in. Hey, y'all recognize real game before a real game is. So y'all some real ones. That's what it is. Sometimes people don't, like Nipsey said, sometimes people don't see the picture that they see. At the moment, they don't see the gift force, right? Until it already happens. But some people realize what it is, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all who realize that y'all are great. So that's why y'all are here. The universe brought us here.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of good feedback, bro, and I love it.
I appreciate the comments below. That means a lot. Like, I be reading that shit and replying, reading those amazing comments and replying. So appreciate y'all for leaving that below. Really, the feedback.
And like we said before, if there's anything you guys want to ask us, ask away.
Yeah, and also follow our Instagram at 2BBluntPod. We post a lot of content on there every single day. We're trying every single day. We post every other day. So check that out.
So AD was a dope guest, bro. I know we have like a future, like a lot of other guests coming. Who you gonna ask next? I think you said you asked.
This is like so unexpected for this guest choice, but this dude inspired me. So his name is Yuri with the Y.
From No Jumper.
From No Jumper. Yuri with the Y, and his last name ends with the Y too. Okay. Yuri.
That's cool.
That's wild.
So what does he do
Anyway,
for No Jumper?
so pretty much he was a tech guy for No Jumper. He helped set up the No Jumper stuff, and eventually he hopped on camera one day, and they were like, "Oh, you need help on podcasting. You need to do this. You need to do that, right?" And he kind of got discouraged, but I seen him come up. Like after he got discouraged, he like didn't get too discouraged. He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna do this correctly." So he started getting on the like a No Jumper more, and then the fans really loved him. And he's different. He says whatever he wants. He has no filter.
Yeah.
But other than that, he got the people fucking with him from No Jumper, and he started Tent Talk. So that's his podcast, right?
Okay, dope.
And then he would post, and he started a YouTube video, which is Tent Talk now too. It's just not a podcast anymore. He'll stay in a room for like 3 days straight and do stuff like they'll torture him. They'll like he's a prison, he's in like a prisoner.
Oh, so he
does anything. That's just one thing. He does dope shit too. So like he'll get on the podcast and people will be like, every dollar he donates, so that's how long he'll stay on there.
Oh damn.
So he won't shower for like 2 days.
That's good. What the fuck? Hey, I've watched some podcasts where he talks about how he doesn't shower, and I really want to ask him a lot of questions. You know?
Hey, but the thing is, he grinds so hard.
Yeah.
He helps No Jumper out, and he does his own thing. I think Adam fired him.
One time he came back.
Because he messes up on messes up on the captions, but he was like, focus on your own part. I think he got jealous.
That's funny, bro.
But no, Yuri has about over like 11,000 followers on YouTube. But the thing is, I know he's gonna eventually be on top. He's gonna be crazy. But I think he's a perfect guest to bring in and talk about how consistency is. So I want him to talk about consistency.
Yeah, I want to ask him too, like, cause he's a real like just a normal dude. You know, very normal, open, and doesn't like.
If you can do it, you can do it. Type dude.
But yeah, that'd be a dope guest.
Yeah, so Yuri's our next guest. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but if not, he's gonna be just joining our conversations next week.
Who else are we gonna have on?
Eventually OT Genesis, Ian Dior is for sure a fact. I don't want to keep tuning into it because I want to let it happen naturally.
Right.
Like I'm literally just like talking to you.
Yeah.
The whole vibe. Hey, check out my shirt and my hat.
Oh yes, sir. Let them see that. To Be Blunt.
To Be Blunt merch.
Merch coming soon.
I'm working on the merch right now. I'm gonna make pretty dope merch. I'm making hats, shirts, and lighters. The website's gonna go up, and all the proceeds I'm gonna help people out with it and make dope videos. It's gonna all come back to the program.
Yeah, hell yeah. Peep my merch too. The trucker hat.
Pop your shit.
All in lifestyle, baby.
Pop your shit, all in lifestyle. When's the launch?
Probably like 3-4 weeks from now. We're gonna shoot a lot of content.
3 to 4 weeks from now.
Yeah, because I want to focus a lot of time on content, and obviously the website is gonna be very important. But yeah, hopefully 3 or 4 weeks from now, we're gonna have a launch party, and it's gonna go crazy. It's really great material. really heavy, solid, comfortable material, you guys. So stay tuned for all in merch.
Hey, I'm trying to upgrade some of this equipment. I'm trying to get headsets maybe, or maybe like even a soundboard.
No, soundboard for sure.
Pew, pew, pew.
Headset, I'm probably not gonna do because I sweat a lot and I don't want to deal with the sweat. You know, so I can hear you perfectly fine though.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, Michael, you can hear us great, so we're good to go. But stay tuned for the merch, man.
Anyways, guys, so shout out All In Lifestyle. What's your Instagram?
All dot in lifestyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then your Instagram that you got back?
DJ Burwater.
The one and only. You can't be like him.
You can't.
Hating hoes.
Yeah.
Anyways, hey, we really appreciate y'all for supporting us. We'll see you on the tripod.
Peace.